Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Dannieboi here, and I'm with one of the amazing members of the biggest girl group in the world, repping the UK. Here to promote their latest single, Holiday, we got Leigh-Anne of Little Mix. Welcome.
Hello.
Wow, thank you for taking the time to talk. How's everything?
Yeah, really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for your time. But we're going to get into the new music in a bit. But allow me to kind of ask you some questions for the fans to get to know you a little bit more, I guess you can say. And
Yes,
we even
of
have some fan questions lined up too. Is that cool?
Amazing, yeah.
All right. So I'm coming to you live from Manila. Now, my first question is about your trip here in 2016. You guys were promoting the Get Weird album.
Yeah.
What do you remember the most about your fans here in the Philippines and your impressions of the country?
That was one of my favourite shows we've ever done. It was amazing. I just remember how loud you guys were, like so loud. Yeah, I'll never forget it. Never ever forget it. And I just want us to go back now. So hopefully this next tour will make it back.
Right. And you know, in terms of just the I guess you can say the stream counts and all that, I see how the Philippines is like one of your top streaming countries. So you got a lot of love out here in the Philippines, and definitely when things are back to normal, hopefully you guys can swing by Manila again.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Like you guys are so amazing and dedicated to us, and yeah, like we owe it to you guys to come back. I think I'm praying. So
yes,
yeah, want to see you guys again, definitely. Yeah.
All right. Well, looking back, it's been I guess more than 8 years or 9 years since you guys debuted, and now Little Mix is one of the top selling girl groups ever. Now, thinking about how it started and where you are now, what's like the proudest moment so far in your career? Is there anything that sticks out?
Oh, the proudest moment. Wow. I'd probably say, maybe winning a Brit. I think that was like our first ever Brit was really amazing. What else? I think Glory Days album, because that album was like it was actually the Glory Days. Like it was I think it was like our biggest album. Like Shout Out to My Ex was so massive, and that was like a really big moment for Little Mix. And yeah, performing at Madison Square Garden in New York, that was a dream of ours, and we did it. Yeah, like we've done some incredible things. Like yeah,
I knew that would be like a tough question because there's so many moments that you can actually go back to. And yeah, definitely. But I have a couple of fan questions. One is from Linda, and she was asking this random question that I thought was funny. She said, what was one of your guilty pleasure songs that you had growing up that you tried to hide, but now that you're an adult, you don't really care that, that you like?
Yeah. I used to love Busted. Do you remember Busted?
No, what was Busted?
Oh, they were a boy band. They were like a pop rock
okay,
band.
yes, I remember now. Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. Like like McFly, but it was Busted. I just loved.
Okay.
Yeah, and Avril Lavigne, like every Avril Lavigne album. But yeah, I think Busted was probably like the biggest guilty pleasure. Yeah.
So were you the type of kid like with me? It was probably NSYNC, and I would just hide it from my friends until I went home and listened to it by myself.
Really?
Yes. That was what I did. But anyway, and the second part of this question from Linda is there anything like that now where it's just like a general guilty pleasure of yours? Not really with music, just in general.
Oh, playing The Sims. Have you ever played The Sims?
The Sims. I haven't, but I have friends that have. Yes, I can see how that's addictive.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, like I can just get sucked into it and I'll be playing it all night. And I get really embarrassed about it because I'm sure I could be doing something better with my life than playing The Sims.
Definitely. Well, right now is the time to play all those games, right? Everyone's stuck at home pretty much. So
yeah, this is it. Exactly.
All right. We have something from Dennis. He's asking, if a movie was being made of your life and you could choose the actress to play you, who would you choose and why?
What a really good question. I would ask Jada Pinkett.
Ooh, nice. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice. All right. Next random question before we get to the music. Do you have any interesting or quirky habits that we don't know about?
Ooh. Interesting habits. Oh, wow. Let me think.
You probably don't even realize it. Maybe you do have a I might have to ask the girls on that one.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, well, let's go back to the music. You've worked with so many amazing artists, and which one of those collaborations gave you like the biggest fan moment, I guess you can say, where you had to kind of snap out of it and get professional? Is there any instances that you encountered in that way?
Oh, I try and keep it really cool when when I'm
Yes.
around like other artists. But um, well, I remember the time that I met Rihanna,
Oh yeah.
and I just couldn't speak. The first, because I met her a few times now, but the first time I lost all words, couldn't say anything, and it made my whole entire life.
Awesome.
Yeah, but now the next thing to do is to do a collab with her. I mean, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
That would,
So,
and we need her to make more music too. Little Mix featuring Rihanna would be amazing. That would be dope.
oh
Yeah,
gosh,
that would be,
dream.
yes, and a dream for your fans, especially out here. We would go nuts.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorite songs of yours was "Think About Us" with Ty Dolla Sign. Now, can you like sort of describe the process and how you guys decide to work on a track with someone? Do you like sense who would sound good on a certain type of production? And does it start off that way? Like, how does that all work out?
Yeah, well, generally we kind of think about who we want to collab with.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I remember the first album, like we said, Missy Elliott. We really wanted to collab with Missy Elliott,
Mm-hmm.
and then it kind of just happened. And then we've always said Nicki Minaj, and then that just kind of happened. I guess we kind of wait for the right song to come along. But sometimes, yeah, you hear a song and you think, okay, this person will sound amazing on this. So it kind of works like different ways, I guess.
Okay, all right. So to those listening right now, Little Mix are set to begin a new reality TV music competition. It's called The Search. And
Yes.
the winning act is supposed to be joining you guys on your next tour, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So that's really exciting because I think like normally with these shows, talent shows, like they might get a record deal and then they might get dropped like the next year or something. But with this, like actually coming on tour with us and being able to have that experience, and hopefully like people work for years to get on like a big tour. So yeah, it's a really good prize, and hopefully it will just catapult them and help them do really well.
Mm-hmm. And I know, Leigh-Anne, that the pandemic, of course, has made you guys pump the brakes a little bit on it. But when is production set to restart? And I know that some of it was already taped, right? I saw some highlights on YouTube. So any ideas on when it's going to like officially be, I guess you can say, broadcasted with the new stuff?
Yeah, so it's actually coming out this autumn.
Okay.
Which is really exciting. Yeah, we filmed all the auditions already, so we've just got the live shows to do now. So yeah, luckily we managed to film like the majority of it before lockdown. So
Okay.
before COVID.
Well, how did this all begin? Like, what made you decide to do a show like this? And is it because of your experience on how you guys were put together, and it kind of gives you the chance to give back in the way that the chance was given to you?
Yeah, we've been in talks about it for quite a while. We didn't think it was the right time a couple of years ago, but now we really do feel like it is the time, and we have so much knowledge and sort of like advice and guidance to give to another band. And I think there's definitely room. Like, there's not that many pop bands right now, so I feel like we want to kind of help bring more in and offer everything that we've learned along the way to another group.
Right. And what type of advice do you give like beginners that are nervous, like when they're first stepping on that stage? I mean, they probably have talent already, but sometimes the nerves get the best of you.
Yes.
What is something you would say to someone like that?
Yeah, I mean, breathe. Like, easier said than done, but like even like doing some breathing techniques, and just sometimes you have to just kind of think, like in an audition, especially something like audition for The Search or whatever, that could change your life. So you almost have to just kind of get in the zone and think, you know what, I'm just going to give my all into this. And sometimes nerves are a good thing because like it shows that you care, and as well, like we've all been there, like us girls, we all get nervous and we know how that can take over your voice, but we understand that. And if someone comes in and we know they have potential, but the nerves took over a little bit, like we would give them that opportunity, because nerves are normal. They are.
Right. And I also know that you've had your own documentary, Leigh-Anne. Can you kind of just touch on that a little bit and give some information for all the fans out there?
Yeah, so I've got a documentary coming out. It's about racism and colorism within the UK. And obviously, we all know how rife racism is right now. Well, has been for over 400 years.
Yeah.
And it's such a horrible, crazy issue that needs to be addressed and needs to be spoken about. And I feel like even though I was planning to do this way before the BLM movement started, I feel like now, especially, people are ready to have these conversations. People are ready to talk about racism. And yeah, it's something that it has to change. It affects the Black community so much, and it's just horrible. And now it's the time to do what we can to stop it.
Right. Agree. And for everyone just tuning in, I'm talking with Leigh-Anne from Little Mix. Now, before you go, let's talk a little bit about your latest single, Holiday. The video just dropped as well. It's a great feel-good track, perfect to kind of distract you from what's going on right now. Was that kind of part of how the song was conceptualized? Like trying to, like, I guess, to pick-me-up type of song?
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone right now wants to be like, wants to smile and wants to dance, and there's been quite a lot of sad things happening this year, and yeah, it's been quite a heavy year. So I think, like, we just want to release music that's gonna at least try and put a smile on people's faces, I guess. Yeah,
it's definitely working. It's cracked the top 10 here in Manila and on our station. So I'm sure after the mixers hear this, it'll climb up a little bit more. And one more thing before you go, Leigh-Anne, if you, well, when things are back to normal and you had a choice for your first holiday when things are back to normal, where would you go, or what would you do?
Oh, I really want to go back to Jamaica, my home. I miss it very much. Yeah, that's going to be my next holiday. So hopefully it won't be too far away.
All right, everyone, please stream and watch, listen to Holiday, vote for it on our countdown. And Leigh-Anne, one last message for all your fans out here in the Philippines and across the world.
We love you guys so much. You were amazing. Thank you for all your dedication. Thank you for supporting us from the beginning. We love you, and we can't wait to see you again.
Thank you so much. And one last thing, advance, I know it's a month away, but advance happy birthday, because I know I won't be able to say that to you next month, but your birthday's in October, right?
Oh my God, I forgot it's my birthday coming up. Thanks for reminding me.
Yes, time flies. All right, well, thank you, Leigh-Anne from Little Mix. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, take care.
Take care. Be safe. God bless.
God bless. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.